The Parshas starts with the words Miketz shnatayim yamim, at the end of 2 years. Rav Yerucham Levovitz of Mir in Poland asks why it uses this language Miketz. It doesn't say after 2 years or 2 years later. It says at the end of 2 years. What is this language of at the end of? So he explains that at the end of is the type of language you would use at the end of a prison sentence. A person was put away, he was jailed for a period of time, he was punished by the state, and they jailed him. Normally a jail sentence is for a time period. So he's jailed, and at the end of his sentence he's set free. He goes back to normal life, free life, living like everyone else. So the word Miketz here also means at the end of Yosef's sentence. He was also sentenced to an additional 2 years in an Egyptian prison. Who sentenced him? The Creator. And why? Because he made a mistake. He sinned. His sin, according to his very lofty spiritual level, was he put his trust into the wine steward, Pharaoh's wine steward, instead of putting his trust fully in Hashem, fully in the Creator, and therefore he needed to pay this penalty to correct his wrong. So it was a sentence that was imposed on him. He had to pay the penalty. Once he'd paid the penalty, so then immediately it says it was after the 2 years, it was at the end of the 2 years, and Pharaoh dreamed his dream. That dream which would result in Yosef being released from prison. The idea learned here applies to us as well. We also have hardships imposed on us. What we need to realize that they are also like prison sentences. They're for limited time periods. Time period we are thrust into a prison of hardship, into the darkness. But then once we've learnt the lesson, and once we've corrected what we need to correct, once we've adjusted our lives and our attitudes the way we should, then once again we can be free. We can be released from this, and once we're released to the goodness of this world, the goodness of the Creator, the goodness of His light, and we can enjoy the beauty of life and the love of life and the joy of life. The hardness, every type of hardness is a sentence. It's not natural. It's not natural for us to suffer. It's not natural for us to undergo difficulties. It's a sentence imposed on us, and we should know that at the end of the darkness there is a light, and once we look to correct what we need to correct and we learn the lesson we need to learn, so then we can once again enjoy wondrous light in this world, in the next world, and for all time.